Okay, this is the Ogre from Ogre.com, WeTheArm.com, and Basin Sports. And I've got here an interesting little scope that just came in today. It's a Barska, which is usually a brand that I kind of have tended to write off as something I wouldn't want to put on one of my guns, but this scope is a little bit different. This is a 4-16 50mm with a 30mm tube. Side parallax focus. You've got some really good click adjustment turrets here. Return to zero turrets. Good audible clicks. And here's what I like about it the most, and I'm going to try to show it to you. If I can, let me get over here. See if you can see that reticle there. That's at 4 power. Audible clicks on the magnification, which is nice. Cranking that up to 16 power. And now you can see that reticle looks, there you go, a lot bigger. Now, the reason for this is that this is a first focal plane scope, which means as you zoom in, the reticle zooms in. So what makes this great on a mill dot is that the mills are always at the proper size, regardless of what. And it's hard to do this with a camera. You can see the mills are always the proper size no matter what setting you're at. So if you're shooting stuff close range, you crank it down to 4 power, you can still use the mills. Long range, you can crank it up to high power, you can still use the mills. No change. So that is a real handy feature. Side parallax focus, like I said, very handy, especially when you're laying in the prone and you've got to make an adjustment. And what that parallax is important for is that parallax is when you have your target at one focal plane and your reticle on another focal plane, and you've got that difference, which means if your eye is in a different position, it can look like, you know, the reticle is moving around. Well, when you focus them together, then that minimizes any of that movement. It allows you to make a more precise shot. So that's what you want on a good sniper scope, target competition scope, or even a varminter scope. That's exactly what you want. Now this scope here, with all that good stuff put together, Basin Sports price, $399. So $400 for all of this in one scope. And the optical clarity, and I apologize, I can't really show you that good on this little camera, but that optical quality is impressive. Coming from Barska, it's really good, and there's really not another scope like it on this market for anywhere near this price. I've got 3 of these, so the first 3 guys that wants one, they get them. I think this is probably one of the best things going right now for that money. The only competition in this field is a millet, and the millet will give you the 30mm, the big turrets, the mill dot, but they don't give you the first focal plane. That first focal plane reticle is a godsend. Great big deep sunshade. Now this is a high-end Barska, not their normal cheap stuff. Basin Sports, give us a call. 435-789-2199. Peace.